Alright guys, it's time to talk about my most anticipated Disney Plus series, Ahsoka. Alright, so before I get started, there's two things I want to address. Thing number one, my next video coming out will be a review for the Superman and Lois Season 2 finale. It's coming out tonight as of the time I'm recording this, and I can't wait to see it. Next thing I want to say is, before I get into this video, this contains spoilers for Obi-Wan Kenobi. So if you haven't seen the entirety of the show, leave! What are you doing here? Alright, so let's get started. Ahsoka. 2023. I believe it's June 2023, but I could be wrong. The reason I'm super excited for this show is two reasons. Hayden Christensen and Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni, everybody knows him. He was involved with The Mandalorian, The Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels, The Book of Boba Fett. He got a special thanks to credit in Obi-Wan Kenobi. And he created the character of Ahsoka Tano. If there's anyone more fit to do a show about Ahsoka, it's Dave Filoni. Just think about it. Who would you want to have do like a Luke Skywalker show? George Lucas? Or some stranger who likes Star Wars but isn't George Lucas? You'd want George Lucas to do it, right? That's the same with Ahsoka. That is Filoni's brainchild. Just like he created Cad Bane in the Clone Wars, he created Ahsoka in the Clone Wars. He has to be the one to do the series because he's the one most fit to do the series. He's got help from Jon Favreau in the series, but as far as I know, Filoni is writing and directing all episodes. Just like Deborah Chow has directed every episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi. With The Mandalorian, they've had different directors for each episode, but I believe Ahsoka's like Obi-Wan, where it's one director throughout the whole series, and that director is Dave Filoni. The best scenes in Obi-Wan Kenobi as well were the scenes with Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor back. When Obi-Wan is training Anakin in Coruscant, the flashback where Obi-Wan says he will remain a Padawan was amazing. Also, the scene where Obi-Wan cuts Vader's mask off, and then you see Anakin underneath. All those scenes had Hayden Christensen. And I don't think we would have loved Vader as much in the series if it wasn't for Hayden Christensen. It just would have felt different if it wasn't him. If you didn't know it was him underneath that suit. Which, the fact that it was him underneath there just made it so much better. And we're getting Hayden back in Ahsoka. The nostalgia I felt in Kenobi, seeing Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen back, was it's what the sequel should have done with their legacy characters. And we're getting Hayden back in Ahsoka, which is so exciting because he is Anakin Skywalker just as much as Mark Hamill is Luke Skywalker, right? He is Anakin. In the Clone Wars, Anakin trained Ahsoka, which makes me wonder, are we going to see Hayden in flashbacks of him training Ahsoka, or are we going to see him as a Force ghost? I would love to see Luke, because Luke's in all these shows, in the Book of Boba Fett, he was in Obi-Wan, Mandalorian. It just makes sense that he's going to be in Ahsoka. It would be amazing if he shows up and then talks to Ahsoka, and then Anakin's Force Ghost shows up, and then Luke gets to talk with Anakin and Ahsoka. That would be the coolest moment in Star Wars history. I can't... Filoni, please make that happen. Also, are we going to see more Force... If it is a Force Ghost scene, are we going to see more than just Anakin? Could we see Qui-Gon Jinn again? Obi-Wan Kenobi? Yoda? Could we see anyone else besides just Anakin if it is a Force Ghost scene? Because if it's like a scene where Ahsoka needs help or tutelage, I'm sure there's going to be more than just one character there. I could be wrong. We're lucky we're just getting Hayden, but it would just be the icing on the cake if we got some other Force Ghosts. I'm not expecting them, but it would just be so much cool. Not that what we're getting isn't amazing, but the fact that we're just getting Hayden back 2 times is crazy to think, because I never thought we'd get that. But I would love to see some other Force Ghosts in there too.
Come on, you've got a ways to go.
Another bonus to having Dave Filoni involved in the show is he created Star Wars Rebels. And this show is pretty much a sequel to the Star Wars Rebels show. We're getting Ezra Bridger, likely Thrawn, Sabine, Hera, little Chopper, the little war criminal. So if we're getting all the Rebels back, are we going to get to see Ezra meet Luke? That would be pretty crazy. And I've had a theory where they're rebuilding the Jedi Order, Luke, Ahsoka, and Ezra, and they're copying the legends from this book. Heir to the Empire. For those of you who aren't familiar with this book, this is a Legends book published in the 90s. It was one of the first expanded universe or Legends novels that there was, and it's about Luke essentially rebuilding the Jedi Order. The big bad is Grand Admiral Thrawn. That seems to be what they're doing with the TV series now. And Dave Filoni said at Celebration that he has read and he loved Tim Zahn's Heir to the Empire. There are 2 sequels to this book. I can't remember what they're called. I know they're all part of Thrawn trilogy, as they're calling it. But this is definitely what they're basing the Mandalorian timeline off of. And if we're going to throw the Rebels in the mix, that's only going to make things even more awesome. And Grandmaster Luke, maybe... I know Ezra's older than Luke, but we could see Luke sort of telling him, like... Because Luke is the most powerful Jedi, so we could see Luke telling him some of the secrets of the Jedi. Or even teaching Ezra techniques that Ezra doesn't know. Or the other way around. I don't know. But the fact that we're getting Rebels and Anakin in the show is just enough on its own. And if you throw in like Thrawn in there and Luke in there, this is going to be the best Disney Plus series hands down. This could just be wishful thinking, but something I want to see in the show is Chopper interact with R2-D2 and C-3PO. Because we know they're helping Luke, and if we see Luke with Ezra, then we could see Chopper with R2. It may just be wishful thinking, but so much of what I've said in this video has been confirmed. So let's not go sky high with our expectations. But a lot of what I've said, like I said, is being confirmed. It's confirmed we're getting the Rebels crew. It's confirmed we're getting Hayden Christensen. We haven't gotten confirmation on Luke, but I think it's likely. This is going to be the best Disney Plus series. Forget Star Wars Disney Plus series. Disney Plus series. I'm talking, it could be better than Obi-Wan Kenobi, The Mandalorian, WandaVision, Loki, all of them. I cannot wait to see what they do with this show. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.